Alright, I am back with another Destiny 2 video here at Reset. It's week 2, but because of the weird sort of scheduling of this season, we have two things going on at once. We had the launch of the Dawning, the Christmas event, and we have the second week of story missions and battlegrounds, including this battleground, Mars. I am playing through this live as I talk. This is my second playthrough of the battleground. I did the full story quest on my Warlock already, and I'm going to work my way through all three of my characters now that DIM is working again, the API is working again, and things are functional. That was such a nightmare to have that down for pretty much a whole week, and good lord, hopefully that never happens again. This week we have LC Bray coming back. I think it is representative of Destiny's ability to tell better stories these days, that you say things like, okay, well, if Clovis is back and Anna's back, shouldn't LC be back? And sure enough, LC's back. They're able to have multiple characters per season return. We have Mara Sov in this season. Like, there's a good amount of stuff. So this is... can I get a Maestro out? No. This is the return of Patrol Zone Mars, in a way. You'll see what I mean, but... this is the old area that got content vaulted, and now a huge chunk of it is restored. Oh yeah, you can check out my sick Warmind Cell build. That is not actually that good, but I'm just... all the Aikilos weapons I wanted to try. So this is the old area, obviously. I'm sure people will be trying to clip out of bounds and stuff, but I have not yet seen just how far you can explore in this area. You can't just go visit here on patrol. They haven't like unsunset Mars in its entirety or anything like that. So it's just sort of this one battleground. And like, you know, we have other stuff on Mars, like we have Vox Obscuras on Mars and things like that. But this is just it's different. It's not the Mars we know. It's just kind of we're doing Mars related things, which is cool to see. Oh, I gotta kill this freaking thing, don't I? Which is cool to see, but it's not quite the same. I mean, and I am not seeing any indication that this is like representative of something where they're going to bring Mars back. I just, as much as I would love that, I don't think that's in the cards, at least not for a very long time, and I would be pretty surprised if that actually happened. That said, it is cool to see Mars back. It is definitely my favorite zone that they got rid of, and I'm pretty bummed that they did that in the first place. But at least it's back in this capacity, and the hope is, at least, that we get these battlegrounds into the strike playlist, which is what happened with the battlegrounds last year. So this would be potentially a strike next year, and you can see from the format, like it's a little bit strike-ish in terms of how these battlegrounds kind of feel, and they're a little different than the year or last year's battlegrounds that they put in here. All right, we are at 2 or 3 towers. This is the like 1350 version of this mission that you just have to do for the story, so this is not difficult at all. I have my unstoppable Bastion on here. As you can see, I am also getting Dawning ingredients as I play this because I've talked to Eva. Dawning stuff is interesting. I'll probably do a whole separate video on Dawning, but like the gist of the Dawning stuff is that there's only one new cookie to make, but there's snowballs and a lot of activities now. There's snowballs throughout the entire Vanguard playlist, so essentially snowball strikes are back. But even more than that, there's Dares of Eternity snowballs. Some of the patrol zones have them. Even Nightfalls up to, excluding Grandmaster Nightfalls have them, but Grandmaster Nightfalls aren't even live, so I guess that doesn't matter. Alright, is that the end? That's the end. Okay, now we gotta go over there and grab something. Warmind Cell, activate. Nope. More, okay. I would not really recommend Warmind Cell build, they're just not that good. What's this guy? Alright, you're just gonna get super bombed here. Yeah, another Warmind Cell. Big moves. This is like really flashbacks doing Warmind Cell builds and Escalation Protocol. It's hilarious. Where's the thing? It's over there? Okay, someone else can go get that. Alright, I'll use this respite to talk. The Dawning stuff seems like it's going to be somewhat valuable. There is a new weapon that you get that is a Stasis Pulse Rifle. I think the base version of it has Headstone. There is a intrinsic ability that generates like this little purple cube when you get multi-kills. I don't know what it does. It says it's like a gift of a dawning. I think it might give you ability energy or something, but I don't know why it doesn't just say that then. So I'm a little confused about that and what it does, and I'm not 100% sure like of the quality of this rifle. I also don't know if they've added a bunch more perks and things to the other dawning weapons that we've had in the past, like the sword and the SMG and stuff. I will, you'll be getting those from packages and things. Right now, just one heads up. Just the first thing you should do is make the new cookie for Finch. I don't remember the recipe off the top of my head. It's in here somewhere. And keep me alive, people. Oh, did I not pick up my oven from Eva? Where is it? Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, apparently you have to go manually pick up your oven from Eva on each character, which is strange. But you make one cookie for him, and then you can masterwork your oven, so then all of the Dawning Spirit costs for everything will be cheaper after that. So make sure you do that before you start like hardcore farming cookies, or else you're going to be spending way more Dawning Spirit than you need to. And there are lots of upgrades you can buy at Eva. Some of them upgrade snowballs, some of them upgrade like farming for the weapons. It's all stuff that you're probably going to want to actually pick up. So haven't figured out the exact order of stuff to upgrade for that yet, for like quote maximum efficiency or whatever. But for the time being, just start amassing Dawning Spirit. You'll get a lot from bounties. I think you get it from activity completions also. I'm not 100% sure on that, but the weekly bounties give you 10 each, and it's things like killing people with snowballs and all right, I'm gonna kill this guy because nobody else is. Oh, restart infiltration. Not from 0, right? That would be bad. Huh? I gotta redeploy the ghost. Okay, no. Not from the start. This will be interesting. I did the playlist once, and I did not get this in the playlist, so I'm curious what the hard version of Champions will be like. But it's cool to see these zones again. I just, it makes you nostalgic for all the stuff that got deleted from Mars, namely the strikes and things, and, some way to make Escalation Protocol relevant maybe, but it does not seem to be in the cards. Ugh, I hate that one. It killed me last time. But the story mission after this, it's one of these things where you have to creep through the fields with the towers that want to zap you. It was actually really hard to find a path through the snowfield. I died so many times trying to find a freaking path to get into the facility. But after that, it's like a new little story mission segment with the 2 Broodhold bosses, essentially. Like, not exactly them, but like pretty much them. They are the bosses for this. It is pretty easy because it's just 1350 story mission, which is not unexpected. That's just kind of how it is. But you are kind of getting ready to launch to the orbital station. That is like what you are working on. Man, they've really nerfed the range on that. Oh, okay, that was actually okay. I don't have my sound on, so these things are about to zap me. I'm just going to die. As you can see with Mars here, they really gunked things up. So like there's just hive crap everywhere, which is kind of an interesting way to like bring Mars back and be like, yeah, it's not exactly how you left it. Like there's crap everywhere, which is kind of funny. And this is not really an old strike zone. This is the old Rasputin mine lab area, which we went. There was like some adventures there. I think there was some story quests there. But as you will see, they also changed it in a way that I don't fully understand. But it's interesting because this is a quest for the Charlemagne submind, which Charlemagne is like this ancient figure in Destiny lore, where once upon a time in Destiny 1, they were going to make a raid that was Charlemagne's vault on Mars. I think he was supposed to be like a rival Warminds at first. That was like the original plan for Charlemagne. Oh, that was great moves. But eventually that was written out of the lore, and Charlemagne became one of Rasputin's subminds. I thought the dungeon was going to be about Charlemagne because it was a facility on Mars, but it turns out just this battleground is about Charlemagne instead, which is not quite as cool, but, it's something. I think the point of the dungeon, I haven't, read all the dungeon lore yet, but I think the point of the dungeon is, everyone's trying to find out information about Neomuna. Like I think that's information that was hidden there from like Golden Age stuff. Is that it? Okay. I think that was like kind of the point of the dungeon. I did run the dungeon, by the way. I will have thoughts on that later, but not right this second. I liked it. I liked it. I just got terrible loot. Okay, what do? I didn't do this part last time. I just stayed and shot things over there. Oh, my people are dead. Can I... Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mistakes were made. Nope. Come on. Nice. Nice. Go me. Okay. So, there's no actual enemies over here. You just go on the elevator, I guess. So obviously this is some variation of the one we've already done, which is not a huge surprise. The boss in here is pretty interesting. I'm sure he will be more of a joy on the harder difficulty, but I was a little surprised to see him. Weird. Does it give you... Did even these have less HP on the lower difficulty? That's kind of funny, because you can't normally kill 3 of those, like 3.5 of those. Okay. Good job, team. We did it. We're heading into the final area. I don't even think I need ammo. But once again, you kind of just leave things hanging for the next week. I think maybe next week is when the exotic quest starts. I can't remember if they dated that or not. Watch the gap. But it's either next week or the week after, I think. Although the week after might be Christmas. All right. Who do we have here? It is a Dark Blade. It's... I think it's the one from Festival of the Lost. I think I might be wrong. There's a couple of Dark Blades, but he's one of those big immortal knight dudes. Kelgarath. Why does the name sound familiar? I don't know. Lore people can tell me who Kelgarath was because I am not in a position to look it up, but I know he was somebody because that name sounds familiar. Okay, Kelgarath. You gotta chill. The mechanics are the same. There is a tower here. The tower is not... I don't think the tower is trying to zap you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whew. Survived. Okay. I don't think the tower is trying to zap you. It's just there's a lot more pillars and crap in the way here. Let's see if my Warmind cell can blow through everything. And you get the same things, little charge things. It's the same mechanics. Like, all of these are going to be some variation of the same mechanics. I don't know... if there's another battleground, because there's technically 3 battlegrounds already. I don't know if there's a 4th one. I'm not 100% sure on that. I haven't looked up the triumphs. I'd be a little surprised, but I guess we'll find out. It does seem like we need like one more thing of submind data, I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong about that. Where are you, bud? Titan Storm Grenades, still strong. The patch was today, too, so that's... didn't fix some things, like most of the class item mods still don't work, which is most unfortunate. Oh wait, Kelgarath's dying without me. Where'd he go? Team, where's Kelgarath? Oh, there he is. Okay. Good job, team. Warmind cell from Kelgarath. This quest will spawn nothing, just the next step of the quest, which makes you go run something in the playlist. But yeah, so I'm about to try out the patch notes that buffed Gyrfalcon, so that gives you volatile rounds all the time, which is interesting. I'm certainly curious to see how that's going to work. I've built a Void build ahead of time on Hunter for this very reason, and then when the patch wasn't live yet at launch, I switched to like a Stasis Coldheart build, which I want to do a video on that too because it was very cool. But I'm going to try that out. I haven't even looked up the full patch notes yet, but the main thing was that DIM and LFG and all that stuff is back online now, so we can rest easy that the API is fixed. So I'm liking this season so far a bit. I like the +5 seasonal or +5 power on seasonal activity in the playlist. I like the weapons. I enjoyed the dungeon. I like returning to Clovis and Rasputin and the Bray sisters. I really like those people in the storyline, and it's good to see them back. I know, I can't speak for the grind and whatever yet because it's just week 2, but I think they have lessened the crafting grind as well. So thoughts are positive, as positive as I guess they can be in the third season, in a year here when everyone was kind of a little bit exhausted by the time Plunder rolled around. So that's my thoughts for this week. Enjoy Mars and the Dawning, and bake some cookies. And geez, I actually got a lot of stuff to get done. Now I got to rerun the dungeon, try to get a cowboy hat. I didn't get any of the new guns, so I got to go get those. So plenty to do. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.